Have you ever been bullied online? Did the bully get punished? Cyberbullies use electronic device to attack the victim, which means they are hidden behind a screen and is less likely to get in trouble for their actions. I believe that cyberbullies need to be punished by the school system for their way they treat others online. I believe that this topic is important to my audience because as teenagers, our lives revolve around social media. We need to understand that it is not okay to bully anyone and that there could be punishments for our actions. Within the last couple of decades, cyberbullying has got out of hand due to the advancements of technology. 1 in 3 young adults have been victims of cyberbullying according to the Anti-Bully, Help, Facts, and more. In most schools around the country, there is no punishments for cyberbullies like there is for bullies that take place on school grounds. One of the main reasons that cyberbullies may not get caught or punished is because adults may not be aware that this is happening online. I'm going to talk about why cyberbullying is a huge problem, why teachers and other administrations may not see this as a problem, why cyberbullies are not getting caught, how we should punish them, and lastly, I will talk about the outcome if cyberbullies were to get punished for their actions. Why is cyberbullying such a huge problem? Someone who is victimized by a cyberbully can have long-lasting emotional, concentration, or behavioral issues. Have you ever felt overwhelmed, vulnerable, powerless, humiliated, self-hatred, or anger, or depressed? Well, those are the feelings a cyberbully victim may feel every day. According to the Teen Safe article in 2018, 72% of children have been reported cyberbullying because of their looks, 26 because of their race or religion, 22 because of their sexuality, 40 because they have autism, and 60% of children with Asperger's have experienced being bullied on and offline. Kids are being bullied just because they do not look like the cool kids, or have different colored skin, or they may have some sort of syndrome. There is no reason to be rude or mean to another person just because they do not look like you. Even though cyberbullies do it out of boredom, need for revenge, may think the victim deserves it, peer pressure, may just think it's the normal thing to do, I believe that there should not be a difference in punishment when it comes to cyberbullies or face-to-face bullies. Cyberbullying is such a huge problem because teachers and other administrations may not be aware of the situation that is taking place online. Adults are oblivious to the way children are abusing the technology access. In most schools, phones are not allowed in classrooms, but this does not affect the use of them in other places in the school. A survey called Cell Phones in America High School, a national survey, sent a survey question to 200 students around the country. The response was about 56%. One of the questions was, does your school have policy written regarding cell phones? 84% answered yes, while 16% answered no. I believe that not having cell phone policies in place can cause many problems. Where I attend school, we have policies that state no phones in the classroom and must be out of sight when you enter the room. Even though this is set in place, I still see children with their phones out. Schools need to have stricter policies regarding cell phone usage. Another reason why cyberbullying are not getting caught is because the victims are too scared to report what is happening. They may be worried what their elders may say of them or that they will get bullied more for snitching on the bully. Teachers need to become more aware of what is happening to children and the way they're being treated online so they can prevent it from turning into face-to-face bullying. I believe that cyberbullies should be punished by the school administration whether it is on or off campus. According to Stop Bullying article called Laws and Policies states that 43 states have laws and policies against bullying, but 2016 article Teen Safe states that 14 states have on and off policies on cyberbullying. Why do so many schools have policies against bullying, but only 14 have policies against cyberbullying? Which leads me to think that everyone needs to be more informed on this type of bullying. Schools should hold assemblies once a year talking about the different effects cyberbullying may cause and how it should not be done on or off campus. I believe that the Department of Education should set in place policies within the school system. Anti-bullying policies should be just as common as bullying policies since this becomes such as big of an issue. Policy should state that a cyberbully will be punished with the same consequence as any other bully would. Along with policies set in place, there should be some actions administration needs to make so the student feels more safe in the situation and that they are comfortable to speak out what is happening. The first step is support. Make sure the victim knows what they did is the right thing and encourage them to talk to the principal or school counselor. The next step is to help the victim find evidence. This is key to finding out who is doing cyberbullying. The victim may need help finding the way to prevent this from happening again, such as changing passwords on social media accounts, changing contact information, or blocking profiles on social media. The victim also needs to be aware the retaliation is not the answer. If they try to get back at the cyberbully, it may cause cycle bullying, which may never stop. The now the victim knows that what they need to do, it is time to investigate the bullying, which may involve cops. The last step is to helping the victim is look back at the policies that they have set in place for this kind of situation. With having strong, thought-out policies against cyberbullying, it may help prevent the victim from feeling alone or helpless. If cyberbullies know what the consequence for their action is, then they may be threatened to choose not to do it. Being called to the office and getting investigated by police or even law enforcement can be a scary situation. Also, with these policies set in place, victims may feel more trust in the school system to which they belong to. They will feel like they can trust their administrators with events like cyberbullying. They may also be more confident that they will help stop the bullying from happening if they are aware of the policies. Having assemblies to inform everyone about cyberbullying has become a major issue will help everyone understand why it is wrong and why it should not be done any under circumstances. Along with assemblies, teachers need to know how to help the victim if they decide to come out for help. Having policies set in place can prevent cyberbullying from happening on and off campus. Today, I have proposed why and what type of policies should be set in school systems in all states. I've talked about why cyberbullying is beginning to be a huge issue, which can due to the advancements of technology. Teachers may not be aware of cyberbullying is even a problem because they do not realize how much children have access to the internet on and off campus. I strongly believe that school systems need to have policies set in place that states the consequence for a cyberbully will receive if the victim decides to tell administration. These policies can prevent cyberbullying from happening because the bully will feel threatened by the consequence and that they will happen if they get caught. The policies will also help the victim feel more trust in their administration, which will lead to them feel less alone. I believe that cyberbullies need to be punished by the school board for the way they treat others online.